Hello everybody, this is John here. Glad you stopped by. Today I'm going on a snipe hunt. Actually, I'm looking for where the raccoons nest. My neighbor told me that a raccoon nest called a snipe, and I should go on a snipe hunt in this forest here. It's right by where we live. I just want to find out where those raccoons go during the day. You know, the ones that come and pester me in the morning, pester me, pester my feral cat friend. I'm just curious. I'm not going to do anything to them, but hopefully I can find them quick. I don't think there's any dangerous animals here. The bears, the wolves, they've been hunted out long ago, but they're having cougar sightings. But my same neighbor told me that the cougars, they just like to chase and catch young men, and I'm not young, so he told me I don't have anything to worry about. So I'm going to go look for the raccoons now. I'm going to turn the film off till I find something interesting, and wish me luck. Look at that weird mushroom or whatever it is. It's really weird color. I hope it's not like that movie Attack of the Mushroom People where I'll start to turn into a mushroom man. I hope not. I'm going to get away from it. I'm not touching it, that's for sure. Certainly not going to eat it. Here's like a hollow tree that goes up inside. It's pretty big. I think raccoons could get up in there. But I don't know. I think if they went to the bathroom, it would drop down here and there would be droppings. Yeah, I don't think they're up in there. I'll have to keep looking. Look at the weird way this tree grows. That thing, it wraps all around. It goes up. And then over here it goes up. Way up to that tree up there. It's weird. Why does it do that? This is like the enchanted forest or something. That thing almost strangled me. It was like a noose reaching over the trail. I think if I walked too close it would have grabbed me. Like one of those plants, the Venus flytraps or something. Pitcher plant would strangle and digest me. There's some holes in this tree. I think they're too little for raccoons' nests though, but it sure looks like a condominium or something, a high-rise apartments, something living in there. That don't look natural. Looks like something made those holes. I am not putting my hand in there. What do you think, I'm nuts? What could it be? Hey, come out. Something in there. Put your head out of there. Maybe. I hope it ain't like giant wasp nest or something, like mutant radiation. These things would probably sting me. I get the feeling something's following me. I hear footsteps through the brush. Am I imagining it? I don't know. I don't think it's a chupacabra or something. It would be fast and catch me. It seems to be slow, rustling through the weeds and stuff. I'm on the trail. I found a good trail I came in the woods on, but there's a lot of brush on the side. Maybe that vine was it a Venus flytrap? Maybe it's more like a triffid. They can uproot and try to catch people and eat them. In the movie about the triffids, most of the people went blind because they watched a meteor storm, but I could see. But if they get close, they can poison you and then they eat you. I've eaten enough plants and they might want revenge. It would love to eat me. Feed me two of the babies. Could make a dish and call it Genius John Jambalaya or something, and they would just feast on me. I gotta watch out. And I'm paying attention, but see how the trail bends and turns and it's not straight. I'm just gonna have to keep eyes in the back of my head. Something's killed this poor little animal. Oh no, a fly's on his body. I don't know what he is. I feel sorry for him. Maybe he just died. If someone killed him, I guess they would have ate it, but maybe it's just old age. It's not too cold or hot or nothing. He don't look like he's starved. I feel sorry for him. I wish I had a trowel or something. I'd bury him. I don't know what he is. If anybody knows, let me know. Oh no, more mushrooms. Look at that. They're everywhere. Oh my gosh. Now I'm really frightened. I hope I don't, like, what's that, Last of Us become a clicker? That stuff gets on me. I've had it. I better get the heck out of this area of the forest. Look how this tree has been knocked down and roots and all. How one could do that? It can't be a storm because all the other trees around it are, it's in the middle of, and there's trees all around. It can't be a tornado or a hurricane or something. The other trees wouldn't be standing. I wonder what did that. That's got me worried. What has the strength to just rip a tree out, roots and all? That's just odd. What in the world? What in the world? And splitting these trees and knocking them down, pull them out of their roots and stuff. There's some monstrous creature lives back in this swamp and woods. I hope I can get out of here without seeing it. Just find the raccoons. Look at this tree. It looks, if you look at the right angle, it looks like one of them trees on Game of Thrones with a face on it. This is really weird. In the middle of the forest, there's these stones piled up. Look. Like, how in the heck did all these stones get piled up like this? They're like, look. They're all along, like in a path of stones. It's like some cult. Pagans or something. I hope they're not going to try to sacrifice me or something in this secret altar or something. I can way back in the forest. What in the world is this? I don't know. I better get out of here. Oh no. Look what I've run into. I thought I was out of fungus forest. This stuff must spread faster than I can walk. If anybody finds this tape and plays the videotape, you hear a clicking noise, turn around and run away. Get out of Dodge. I'm warning you. It's everywhere. It's right along the trail. It's there. It's over here. It's over there on the other side. It's both sides. It's like a pincher movement. Get anything that comes down the trail. I don't know if it sprays spores. Somebody that has played that game, let me know. I think it's based on real life. I've come to the edge of the woods. I've been walking for hours and look, run into a big lake or pond or something. I don't know if I can cross through there. I have to go through the swamp maybe. I've got my walking boots on, they're waterproof, so I may have to go through the swamp. I still haven't found those raccoons. Well, I'm in the swamp. I'm staying away from the water. When I was young, they sold alligators at the 5 and 10 cent store. For you young people, that's like a department store. They sold things cheap. But the mothers would take the alligators the kids bought for a pet and flush them down the toilet. And they'd get in the drain and go down the sewer into the creek and down into the swamp. Now they outlawed that years ago, but those things have a long lifespan, so I bet that some of them got in there and they're still alive. They're huge. They like to get a hold of me, but I stay away from the water and keep my eyes out. Hopefully they won't get me. I'm deep in the swamp. What is that thing? Look what I've stumbled onto. I can't find these raccoons, but look at that. What is it? It's like swampy. It's really creepy. I hope the swamp thing don't come out after me. It's really weird in here. I gotta keep looking. And more of the creepy swamp. I'm lucky I wore my hiking boots. Oh, I hope I don't get lost in this swamp. I'm walking in circle in this swamp. I've been by here before, I swear. It's got that pattern like in the Game of Thrones, the White Walkers make weird patterns. You think some kind of swamp creature is making patterns? Or what would cause that? It has to be. But I gotta get out of this swamp. I wish I had a compass. I should have brought a compass with me. I didn't even bring any food or water. I hope I don't get lost here. Something eventually would eat me for sure. Oh well, I gotta get back to walking. I've been trying to stay along the dry side of the swamp. Luckily, I haven't seen any alligators. But wait a second. I happen to remember this old movie, Attack of the Giant Leeches. You should know why the leeches got big. Atomic radiation, duh! What else makes monsters, the things big? Come on now. Anyway, the first thing they ate was all the alligators. They were in the swamp, they ate all the alligators. Like, maybe that's why there's no alligators. There's got to be at least one giant leech here. Now in that movie, they took over the alligator dens that were underwater. And the first person they get was the alligator hunter. He's, where are the alligators? Where are they all at? Well, he's the next thing on the menu. But they didn't drain all the blood at once. They drag you down to the den, and then you'd be so weak from the first feeding, but then they leave you for a snack for later. So I got to be careful, because I don't want no leech getting a hold of me. They're bad enough when they're little, let alone a big one. There's got to be one, because that proves it. There's no alligators. That's evidence that's where they all went. I got to keep my eyes out now. I got to get out of this swamp. Get on home. Well, I got home okay. I got out of the swamp. My cat just came out to greet me. She was in her little house. She came out. Here she comes. I'm so glad to see her. I got out barely with the skin of my teeth. I barely got out of that swamp. I didn't find the raccoons, unfortunately, but I'm glad I got out of the swamp. Hey, if it was a Twilight Zone, I would be turned into a mushroom in the center of the forest for the rest of my life. And then, the final scene would be, the camera would zoom in on my neighbor's deck and gradually zoom in underneath his deck was the raccoon nest. And the whole audience would gasp. Like, if John had only walked a minute or two, he would have found the nest. And now he's a mushroom. That's my new normal luck, but so I can't complain. I'm going to get something to eat for me and the cat. Thanks for tuning in.